Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The City of Greensboro is recognizing Building Safety Month. This public awareness campaign is designed to help the community to better understand what is required to make sure our structures are safe. Joining me now to tell us how working with the construction projects coordinator from the beginning of your project can make all the difference is Lilley. He's with the city's inspections department. Will, thank you for taking time out to be here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So tell us, what is a building permit and when would you need one?
Basically, it's a legal authorization for you to begin work on your property. The state law requires that if you have any work over $15,000, for instance, roofing, siding, that's over 15, you get it, or any structural work, you must obtain a permit.
Okay, so a lot of people might be doing some things around the house thinking it's a simple thing, but you want to make sure that they have that permit in place beforehand.
Yes, to make sure that they maintain safety and make sure it's done correctly so they don't have any problems moving forward.
Okay, and how long does it normally take to obtain a building permit?
It normally takes 7 days if we do a plan review. It depends on how extensive the work is. If it's not extensive, they'll meet with me and I will normally let it go over the counter if it's something very small.
When you say plan review, is it up to the person to have a detailed plan, like an official architectural design?
They don't need to be stamped by an architect. The homeowner can draw them as long as the plans are drawn to scale so we can see and make sure the measurements work and they meet the code requirements for the measurements. Then that's all we need to do a plan review.
Okay, that's good to know because I'm sure a lot of people aren't aware of that. Now, what are the benefits of contacting the building official when you know that you're getting ready to do a project?
Well, most building officials have been in the industry for at least 10 or 15 years before they do this as a job. Not only do they provide, good advice, but they can lead you in a good directions for, and also offer ideas of which ways you can handle certain situations. Because of course, a lot of older remodels, they have to mix building codes because some things prior to what the building codes have changed. You can keep some of it and put it back, and then sometimes you can't. There's a delicate balance in between there to get what you can keep and what you can't.
Okay, and if someone does not get in touch with the building official in advance, what's an example of what can go wrong?
Normally what happens is when they sell the house, North Carolina requires that you have a homeowner's recovery fund be filled out before you can sell it, and then they have to get permits after the fact. And getting permits after the fact is very time consuming and very expensive because you have to hire a third-party engineer to come in and check it to make sure it meets all the applicable building codes because most of the work's been covered up.
Okay, so rule of thumb, start with the building official first, get your permit in hand before you start any work.
Yes.
Okay, and is there a fee? You said it can be costly on the back end if you don't, but is there a fee to obtain the building permit up front?
Yes, it's in dollar increments based upon the construction cost. Normally, most small projects, we do a minimum fee of $75 for residential.
Okay, that's pretty doable. And what are the typical inspections you carry out on new construction or what would be considered renovation projects?
We start at, like any project, with the footings, foundation, framing, insulation, and then they do finals.
Okay, so you're looking for everything from start to finish?
Yes.
So basically, we just want people to know that you are the construction projects coordinator. You'd be the person that they call, and if they have questions before they get the plan or how to draw up a plan, you can help them with all of that.
They can call me and contact me. I'm talk to them. That's my job, to meet with people and help them through the construction process and help them get permits to lead them in the right direction.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Will, for educating us about permits for buildings and Building Safety Month. We want people to be safe in their structures. Come back again and tell us more about what you do in the inspections department so we can keep our residents up to date.
Sure, thanks.
Thank you. Stay tuned for a little-known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. We'll have that coming up after the break.